Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Slice and Dice. We got a really interesting curse here. It's Amnesia. What this does is it turns all of a hero's sides into a blank. It's actually not as bad of a curse as it looks. I think the worst thing about it, honestly, is just how rare it is. You don't get many chances to try it simply because it's a pretty rare option. But there's just so many different ways to play around it. Obviously, the Bard and that Prince can be useful, who have like the abilities that require an X. There's abilities that replace blanks with stuff. Anything that replaces any side with anything is good. And the other thing I want to note is if you could get one of those items that like lets someone wear more items, that can be helpful as well, because of course you have to put this on and then you lose all the stuff. So then being able to put on more items to have more options to replace things with, or more opportunities to replace the sides, is good. But otherwise it's you put it on and then it's normal difficulty, except you're missing one of your characters, and it's not the end of the world, although it probably means I'm gonna die. That's not what always happens whenever I talk about something not being the end of the world. All right, we're gonna let that bee kill itself. I'm gonna be greedy, because here what's gonna happen is we just need 1 damage on this rat and the fight's over. So as long as nothing super crazy happens, I can come up with 1 damage. And we move on to fight 2. Wow, Boris, why don't you brag some more about how you can beat the first fight of the game? Yes, that'll impress people. Should I? I'm gonna do it. You know what? If we get any random item that like replaces a blank, it can be useful right away. And I never take this, so let's just do it. Okay, we got garbage, pretty much garbage and garbage. Oh, okay, cool. It's all garbage. What's the curse? All hero-sized enemies replace the left side with 6. That's not bad. Most of the left sides are pretty good, anyways. That's not even that big of a deal. The main issue I'm annoyed about is the fact that this all sucks. Swap left side with middle side can be a combo thing. Replace the left side with the hero above's base side. Actually, oh boy, that is usable. Oh, look at this. That doesn't matter about the blanks because there's blanks anyways. Okay, well, you have a usable side now. Congratulations. Who's got the fewest HP? The mage. Fine, you can have, that's useful for a second here. And then this is interesting. Well, it's really bad on the clumsy, because if he rolls this, he deals 2 damage to himself and then is exerted. Let's do this. This actually is sort of logical because these have exert anyways, so fine. And then we get a level up. Okay, well, I do like both of these classes, Trapper and Druid. One thing you have to remember, though, is that if you pick a character to have all blanks, then the class of that character upgrades are less sexy, because if I take the Druid, I gotta then blank someone else. I mean, I could blank the Squire. The Squire's not that big of a deal, and the Druid is pretty good, but I love the Trapper. I really actually have just grown to love the Trapper a lot over the course of basically being forced to play with him because of that tunnel vision curse. And yeah, I actively want to pick that class now. There's just so many cool things about it. The high probability of being able to hide, which is very useful sometimes. The marking for big enemies, which is a high probability because there's 2 sides, and then you can also hard roll a lot of the time for this thing to assassinate something. In this case, I'm actually probably not going to be assassinating the archer, though, because I just need to kill this wolf. Wow, the healer actually rolled their 1 side. We just do a damage, and then we can assassinate this and burst that. All right, this is a good one. Replace the left side with a good item. Works for me. Now, do I want the shield? I think I'd actually rather have a sword than a shield. And then that's just junk. Although, if I do this, because this is the only character who can actually use the doll, I could put this on someone else. The problem is actually, I guess the Squire. We have your shield over here. You can just have some more damage. Perfect. Okay. Chest, a random tier 0 tweak. Yeah, that's called losing the game. Let's just how about we don't lose the game? This is a crazy idea. I'm gonna try this new strategy of not sucking. You know what? I think, what are you? You're 5 HP. Okay, so the Brigand can actually hit a thorn thanks to the shield. This doesn't really work. Fine. If I can get 2 mana from the mage, or the shield from the healer, then I can actually kill them with this. Or if I roll that side, then we're also done. So this has been completely fine. Okie doke. Red care. I do love the vampire. I love the vampire a lot, but again, who is going to be blank after the healer gets replaced? I mean, the Seer is good. The problem with the Seer is that getting up to 4 mana, or 3 mana to cast this is a little bit tricky when your red character is blanked out. I mean, I could blank out someone else, but it's just a little bit clumsy to get this party started. So I could take them anyway and just say, well, this can be used to do that. Okay, we're gonna take the vampire. We're gonna replace our blank on the squire, who I think is now the worst character. We're gonna give him, what is this, 3 damage? Sure. Anybody want to have a sword? Well, we have a combo. Actually, I can replace someone's middle side with the sword, but everyone's identical except for the trapper. I mean, we could get rid of the dodge like this. I'm actually going to do that for this fight. I got to remember to take that off, though. But for this fight, I don't really want to be dodging with the trapper. I want damage so that we can be killing this alpha as soon as possible. And there the alpha goes, summoning a wolf right away. Oy. Well, we got our damage. I mean, this is some crazy damage. I'm going to keep this just to be guaranteed of being able to poke. And for the vampire, I just want a damage side. That'll do. That'll do, pig. So we do this, then this, then this, and it's the burst that we need. Okay, great. Everyone's asleep, but now we just have a wolf to deal with, so that's completely fine. Also, the squire only has 1 usable side anyways, so... I mean, I'm lucky the squire actually rolled it. Vampire, can you please do damage? Thank you! So we do that, and then we have the poke. Alright, extra fight. Actually, this is not a hard fight, so this may be the time to do a thing if it's a good reward. It is a blind, which is fine, and an illusion, which is fine. Oh, and I got a bunch of garbage. Let me think about that for a second. So there's this, which, you know, can combo with the cleric pretty well. There's 1 HP, and then there's this thing which can be good for Hexia. And I did lose to Hexia, but this is actually a counter to Hexia. Okay, fine, we'll take it. I mean, it's not a great reward, but I think I can just handle it. All right, what do we got here? Oh, well, I mean, you know, this is fun, but yeah, we got the powdered mana, so yeah. So now, basically, what we could do is we can put Amnesia on our mage, and then go bloop, and then there you go. You're always getting a mana. And now this doll is no longer usable. That's fine. Wolf ears, we're sort of running out of time on those, but okay, they still work on the squire. This thing, I don't have any cleanse at the moment, so we're not going to deal with that. And I think, actually, do I want to keep the dodging? No, I think I want the extra damage because I really want to kill that illusion, so I'll keep that combo. Someone needs to get an extra HP, and then this doesn't do anything at the moment. That's useless, and that is useless. Okay, great. So we're going to go fight. We're just trying to kill the illusion, and then the snakes, and then the blind. And if you kill the illusion and the snakes, actually, all you have to do is take a defensive turn, and then the blind will run. All right, I'm going to do this. We might need to kill the snake to save the squire here. I'm going to keep... Oh, this is all the same, so I'll keep that, sure. Anything better here? Yeah, I'll fish for your damage, and I'm going to fish for your 4 damage. I mean, I might as well. The Brigand, credit to the Brigand has no blanks, so you can always hard roll for stuff with the Brigand. And you actually got the 1 damage there. Perfect. So we do this, and it's kind of weird. I think it ends up being inefficient, because this is... Oh, no, it's efficient. It's efficient. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, I did the order wrong. It's this, and then... that, yeah, and then it is kind of wasting the mark a bit, but that's fine. So we can do this, we're gonna kill the illusion, and then we what? I think we just kill the snake. That does mean the brigand's asleep. I think I'm okay with that, though. Everyone's pretty healthy here. So if I can finish the snake off, the blind will run and then the goblin will run, as long as I can avoid dying. Alright, mana, shield, damage? Let's see what that does. So we can do this. Poke is actually a good combo with that. It now does 2. We do that. Ah, you're dying. Okay, fine. We'll do a burst there to save you. So now, unfortunately, with the blind doing AoE attacks, it's going to be a little hard for everybody to survive. It's going to be a little challenging. Let me just kind of see, though. It's possible. If I redirect, heal, and then, well, I mean, at this point, I did that, and then I'm killing the blind anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay. All right, well, we got 2 great classes. You know, I love the Armorer. I don't exactly have the best setup for the Armorer here because the Trapper is not super amazing to combo with it, though it does allow this to turn that into an Assassinate 5, so there's like some value to it, and these become vulnerable too, but if you're using 2 characters to do that, it kind of limits how many other dice you have left over. Soldier's just always solid. It does mean I'm not as excited about equipping that item because I don't want the Soldier falling asleep every other round. I mean, okay, let's see. I could keep the Bard because it's the Amnesia curse, but we already have a fix for all the blank sides. I don't really want the Bard. I could wait for the Cleric, because the Cleric has that light spell, and then I could use the Basilisk scale to give somebody +3 to their top side. That is a good combo like this. It actually is kind of nuts. It becomes a vulnerable 4. Every incoming damage deals 4, or 4 extra. So maybe I should wait for the Cleric. Yeah, we'll take the Soldier. It could be wrong. I just like the Soldier. I just am really, really happy to have just guaranteed damage and no blanks. All right, we don't want this, I don't think, on anybody anymore, do we? Okay, and then the Doll and the Titan Bane Potion. Okay, yep, I guess that's it. Do I want to keep the sword or do I want to dodge? Maybe this time we can stop that and just do it this way, because these quartzes sometimes hit somebody really hard, and if they do like a weaken attack on the trapper or something, it's really nice to be able to dodge it while focusing on these militias. Okay, so the Assassinate is going to be a little tricky to pull off here. I would need 3 damage from the Soldier, or 2 damage and a poke, and then I can kill... Well, this is awkward. It's quite awkward, actually, because the Mage is dying to the... Although I could do... Hold on, let me just check this. If I do that, the Squire lives. Okay, so I could assassinate a militia like this. Is that the correct one to assassinate? It targets the Soldier versus the Vampire. I guess it's about the same. Okay, we'll do that. Maybe it was better to get the Quartz, but the Quartz can always be killed with 5, whereas the Militia 7. So I'm more interested in knocking out a Quartz early. All right, we got some shields going. This is actually enough to kill the Militia. I think this might be enough to then assassinate the Quartz. Okay, so the idea is we do this, and burst to shield kill the Militia. And then we do this, and then the critical poke to make that work. Okay, well, it works, so it's good enough for me. We got Slimer and Slate. Slate means we're gonna be, with these individually moved HPs, hard rolling for that assassination side. What do we got here? Self, shield 1, each wasted point of healing. Siphon. God. I mean, that is pretty good, but the pain, if you get the Thimble later, that could be good. Our blue character is the one currently who's filled up on items. We'll just take 2 random tier 2s, I guess. This is good, and that is, well, that is bad. That is very bad. But, okay, we can maybe use the Static Tome. I'm not 100% confident. Basically, I need an extra item slot on this Mage. This is probably worse than this. And I guess, yep, that, you know what? It wasn't that good. It was not that good. Okie dokie. So, I think we're gonna do the combo here. No, I don't wanna lose the dodge. In case the Slate punches the Trapper, being able to dodge it can buy a lot of time. I'm gonna just maybe do this to give the Squire an extra hit, and somebody can have an extra HP. There you go, Vampire. Okay, this is a swap left. Yep, that does nothing with anything else. This is just unbelievably bad. I don't even understand how that is usable. And then we got that thing, which maybe, but I don't think that makes sense in this particular context. Actually, hold on. Well, there is this. And then I can one-shot the Slate. But it's not that hard to hit it once, especially because I have a Mage with guaranteed poke mana every single time. Okay. All right, so Trapper hard rolls for that. And a dodge is a decent consolation prize. Man, hold on. I'm actually just going to keep that. I'm just going to keep it because it nullifies almost everything they're doing. The only thing that's happening is the 3 damage on the Mage. So the idea here is I can dodge, and then we can just do like a whack. This is 2 damage. That's 2 damage. And there we go. We just nullified the entire enemy turn. So the Slimer has been replaced with a Slimelet, and otherwise it's like starting the fight on turn 1, except in a much easier fight. Okay, now that this is happening, we can go ahead and just hard roll for the assassination. This is not really significant. This, I'm just going to hard roll for damage. Soldier can't get a sword to save his life. Hey, he got a sword to save his life. Cool. So that means the fight's over. Like, that's so overpowered. And the Slimelet dies. Okay, well, I am trying to save up for the Cleric. The Guardian's not exactly what I had on my wish list. But these are really great shields, and this can be replaced with a sword. I don't really want to take Sparky because Well, who's gonna be amnesiastic? I guess I could take Sparky. Sparky is good against these gnolls. Oh, fine. I'm gonna take Sparky. I'm gonna do it. So what I'm thinking here is we're gonna make the Squire be the amnesiastic. Although, actually, the Sparky themselves could be an amnesia and just be like that. So 1 guaranteed mana versus sometimes a blank, sometimes trash damage, and then every once in a while a really good side. You know what? I was gonna say let's make the Squire be the amnesiac, but I think it's better just to do this. Wolf ears are still good. Okay. Still don't want that. Okay, so now basically the idea here is that I am hard rolling for the assassinate on the gnoll. I am looking to zap the, assassinate the gnoll or zap the gnoll. And that's actually about as good as you can do. You're guaranteed to have 1. And yeah, we're just looking for zap. 2 damage, I accept this. Okay, you got a blank, that's awesome. All right, so what we do is we whack. It's kind of annoying. I could burst one and zap it and then do double damage, but I think that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it doesn't really accomplish anything. So yeah, we just do this as a, oh, it's, I can't do anything with this unless I want to try to, unless I think I can actually maybe one day kill the sarcophagus. Okay, fine, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna zap that one. And the idea is that next turn, we can zap this gnoll and maybe try to kill the sarcophagus next time. It's a bit of a pipe dream. It's a bit of a pipe dream, but we'll see. Okay, best side, pretty much the best side, guaranteed side. And then this, no, I'm gonna keep rolling for the assassinate and hopefully get a dash or a dodge as a consolation. I didn't. Okay, so what we do here is what? I need to kill this gnoll. This is kind of overkill. Hang on, do the gnolls take... They do. They take the splash damage. Interesting. Okay. So now that will kill the Squire, I reckon. Yes. Okay, so the Squire will just protect himself. And nah, hold on. You know what? I'm going to be inefficient. We're just going to waste the damage on the bones, and then we're going to do that. Okay. So now the sarcophagus is about to flee, but it's actually not impossible for me to kill it if I get a good... if I'm able to get the mark on it. It's guaranteed. And we're looking for damage from the Squire. There he is. All right, mark. All right, we actually got the mark. So we do this, and I actually have not computed this, but we're just gonna see what the hell happens. Wow, just enough? Just enough. Whew. So we got our bonus item. Oh, it's garbage! Hooray! Whee! Okay, so let's take a look at our actual item. All right, upon death, +4 mana, that's nifty. This is fine, but it's the middle side, which is always a tall order. If I had extra items, I would not mind putting it on, but I don't. If I'm feeling frisky, I can make that be middle 2 poison instead of a dodge. Which would kill the bones, not immediately, but it would kill them. Do I take more random tier 2s? I honestly think with 2 tier 2s, I could get something better. We're gonna just roll this bone. All right, the Blessed Ring. It's actually, I think, better than the dagger in this case because I can put it on somebody like the Trapper, for example. And now I have a consolation prize in case I miss my stuff while hard rolling for something. Now this, of course, is sort of garbage. Yeah, okay, kinda. You can, okay, look, you can do like this and that. And now your assassinate's up to 6. You lose your marks, but you have a really good assassinate. I mean, there's like applications of it. If someone has a left side with pips and then a bunch of stuff that doesn't do pips, the Valkyrie comes to mind. She's got like those 2 skull sides and then the left side that's damaged. So it's not unusable, it's just bad. Now, I could put this on somebody maybe, like, hey, but I just don't think that that's worth it. Okay, so that means we have a whole bunch of trash here. Oh, I didn't know that button was there. Nifty. Okay, and then we're gonna move on. So we actually should be okay here. The Trapper can kill the Sniper. The Trapper with the Assassinate side kills anything. And that's what we're rolling for here. This is guaranteed. Okay, so it looks kind of scary, but I think we're actually fine. I'll take your damage. I'm gonna hard roll. Okay, now we're determined to get that, are we? So let's see, we need to save gray and blue. So I'd like to kill this bones, obviously, to benefit from the splash damage, which does neither of the things I said, but we can do that and that, and that. Well, is that good? It leaves the Squire and the Sparky pretty beat up. The Squire in particular is poisoned and about to die. Let's not satisfice on that one. Let's try one more thing. What if we stop the poison on the Squire? And then we burst zap that bones. And then we still have a damage left over, and then we're ready to zap that. We didn't damage the sniper, but we might just be able to clear out everything here. Okay, so now the Sparky and the Squire. Everyone else is healthy as a horse. Okay, we rolled that. Oh, this is good. This looks good. The soldier, just roll a sword, and I think we should be fine. So we do that, we do that, we do that. Okay, we got 2 grays that are not the cleric. So I could random roll, but we know that there's something else out there besides the cleric. The knight is always, of course, tempting with this parry, because that is just a really good thing. The pilgrim is an interesting option as well. I could roll for the cleric to use the basilisk scale. The basilisk scale is pretty nice. It's, if you forgot, it's this thing. You start petrified for 1, but your top side gets +3. So you could use the light spell from the cleric for a mana to clear it out. I'm gonna take the knight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the knight, do I wanna do this? Yeah, let's give the knight some more damage. Because this can be parried, it can be a shield, it just loses the steal thing. Yeah, that's almost strictly better. And then I think everyone has at least 6 HP, so the wolf ears are junk. This is funny, but junk. That's funny, but yeah, nope, not really. Well, I mean, I could do that. And what I could do is give up on the mark, but in exchange for 6, that would mean I can one-shot kill the ghosts. It's actually not irrelevant here. The problem is if I land on my marks and then I don't get this, I'm gonna feel really stupid for doing that. Oh God, he's thinking about doing the dumb thing. Oh, fine, I'm gonna do it. We'll just see what happens. If I roll the marks every single time, then fine. But the dodging should be a good consolation if I can't get my assassination. That rhymes. Okay, we got this. That's not rescuing anybody, though. Hey, we got there. Okay, so the question is, what about this chest? Do I want to get this chest? Sometimes I have gotten T0 curse items before, so we could just let this thing go. But let's see. I think if we kill this ghost, that saves the knight, right? So now it's just like, well, should we get this chest? And the answer is, I kind of wish this was 2 damage instead of 3, because then if it was 2, I could zap the chest. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try it. Oh, I don't have any rolls left. Right, okay. Never mind then. We're not gonna try it. Unless I do some weird thing. Oh, I almost missed this. You hit the single individual remove with the 3, then that for 2, and then zap. There we go. And then do I hit 1 for 3 and put the knight to sleep? I think it's worth it to get the ghost's immunity HP out of the way. Now the soldier has, you know, the famous 19 out of 27 chance over getting a 3 side and being able to finish off this ghost, which needs to happen because this vampire is dying. Look, there we go, perfect. Still gonna hard roll for the assassinate on the trapper because I need to kill this quartz. I got the dodge that does nothing, that's cool, almost the same thing. All right, so we do this and that and nothing happens. However, the Sparky's out of commission, that's sad, but the soldier's back from his nap. Quartz got this left side that used to be this thing, which, you know, is almost a non-issue. And we get to use our big assassination. Invoke, summon a demon. Oh, tier 0 items, don't you just love them? Okay, we got the cauldron, right, and +1 pip to the middle side, so you can get a really big middle side. I don't like it that much. +2 when you save a hero. Ugh. The parries don't count for the knight as saves, so it's not really that great. I don't want more low tier items. I really wish this was just a random tier 5. I'm just gonna take them, fine. What do we got here? Heat? Hey, it's something. Obel? It's something, okay. So someone needs to give us some heat, and we don't want this anymore, because we can one-shot the golem regardless, although the golem's probably gonna be zapped. Actually, the golem's guaranteed to be zapped. And then the Death Wish to the 2 right sides. Okay, well, there is a use for that. Where is it? I could do this. So if the soldier is dying, these shields do 4. I mean, that's a decent backup plan, I guess. Okay, we'll do that. So the golem is one reason why Sparky's good to take, because there are almost always going to be golems in a fight, and this gives you a guaranteed way to kill the golems. And then the trapper, I guess I'm looking for the mark. Yeah, I got that. Well, let's see. So we zap the golem, beep, and then maybe we can get down to 4. Let's see. He says doing absolutely no math. Oh, if only I had kept that +2 item, I could have done it. But I can parry. Oh, that's actually not considered an attack side, huh? Okay. So let's see. I could assassinate the golem and not use zap, so that side's not useless. And then we could whack the soldier for 2 and parry here, and then we pass the turn. Okay, so now we're looking for a mark to bring this thing down real quick. Damage, guaranteed. Dodge, I'm gonna take the dodge. It's basically just a way to completely nullify the enemy's turn while doing damage to the enemy. Blop, blop, blop. Oh, hey, we got a burst zap combo. 3 mana, kill anything with 4 HP. Pretty nice. We got the Rotten. All right, not the worst. And what are our options here? Well, I do love the Wizard. Always feel like I'm taking the Wizard. The problem is that we do have to give somebody Amnesia, and the Wizard actually has good sides. So that's kind of where we start running into problems. Because if I currently have Amnesia on my blue character, then I kind of want a blue character with a cheap spell, like the Ace, for example. Or I have to move the Amnesia to a different character. The Fencer. Well, I just am not in love with this class, to be completely frank with you. Alright, we're gonna take the Wizard. It doesn't feel great. So now someone else has to get Amnesia. I think the weakest link is the Vampire. And so the Vampire gets a bunch of mana to help the Wizard cast this very expensive spell. It's not really the best synergy. Okay, you get an extra HP. We could do this funny thing and knock out the Wizard sides while making the wand be +3 boost, but let's not be morons. This actually is interesting. Give someone +3 perma boost and in exchange for taking 3 damage. Maybe that's worth doing. Okay, we'll try that. And there actually, hold on. There is a thing. This. So I could use these for parry, then they don't get used up. This I could use for parry, it doesn't get used up. Or I could hit someone with it. But these already have exert, so they become 4s, which one-shots the bones. I should maybe just have that on in general. I didn't actually think about that until just now. Okay, so what I really want now is for my red or gray to get cleanse. I really need cleanse. I don't want to, oh, hey, look at that. I don't want to live without cleanse this whole fight. Okay, should the Trapper just dodge this 6 damage attack? Fine, we'll just dodge it. And I guess we'll settle for 2 damage on the Soldier. The question is, who is getting perma boosted? It could be the Vampire, so these are always 4 mana. You know what, this is just hilarious. I'm gonna do it. There, 4 mana. Now we have an Inspire guaranteed every single turn. Ha! How about that? Okay, so we do that, and the Knight goes to sleepy, sleepy. We do this with a burst to kill that bones. And then the Vampire got shielded from the wand, because the wand is a shield as well as a perma boost, and the Trapper dodged the attack. Okay, that's pretty good. So basically it's like starting the fight again, except the Rotten's a bit damaged, I have 2 mana, and my Knight's asleep. All right, we got an Imp coming here, that's sad. But here's our guaranteed 4 mana, and you, that's fine. I know I could roll for the cantrip, but I don't actually care that much. So what we're gonna do here is 4 mana, that, and that, and well, maybe what we do is we hit here, but then we hit here and we burst. And then I have 2 mana that needs to be spent, so it's just gonna be 3 damage. I'm just gonna actually spend it again. I'm getting 4 guaranteed mana every single turn. I'm like leaning into this Amnesia business. So now I can always count on being able to like get a big burst or whatever every single time. Okay, this is 4 shield. It's a way to kill the Imp. Yeah, let's just do that. That's fine. I'll go for the sword. I'll go for the sword with the Wizard because that's going to go well with this mark. And we got the shield. Okay, so what we do is we do this, that, this, this, and we burst it to death sort of inefficiently. And then you can just Death Wish, save yourself, and the imp dies. Perfect. Slate, so we're gonna be rolling for we're gonna be hard rolling for this. We could bring out the assassinate thing. Okay, all right, let's do it. It's fun, and we like to have fun in these parts. Hey, can I get some items that don't suck? Let's see. After an ability's yield, self-shield. I prefer the one that does damage, but thanks. There is a synergy because the knight has the steel side, so it does kind of make sense, but it's not my endgame. This is a tier 2 character, and there's no guarantee I'm gonna have a steel character, so it's kind of like whatever. The Twisted Flax, +1 to the top and bottom, -1 to the middle. Hey, that's a good one. Oh man, that's actually pretty good because I can put it on these and I dodge the penalty. Now it's not a endgame thing, but that's really strong for the time being because I get no penalty and these get a +1. So now I have a 2 mark thing. All right, I'm not gonna use the Ace of Spades. We'll just have to do a damage to the slate and then assassinate it. Okay, am I missing anything here? You know, I'm getting lazy. I'm not gonna look at all those items. There's just too many items to look at. It's just too many. All right, so the vampire is getting rooked here. Well, that's at least a parry. I'm fishing for my wand. That's a guarantee. I don't really want this. This isn't that great because the slate takes only 1 damage and the ghost becomes immune. We'll keep this damage though. We'll keep searching for the assassinate and the wand. Got neither. Okay, cool. So now, can I kill anything? No. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna trip the ghost's immunity HP. We're gonna parry here. Oh, it doesn't. I'm 1 off. I don't want the vampire to die. Okay. Alrighty, new plan. We're gonna hit the slate 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Oh, yeah, I messed up. I probably should have kept the mark just for the damage to kill the slate through brute force. That was a misplay. All right, we're gonna have to parry twice and then put on this shield a couple of times. And you know what I'm gonna do here? We are actually going to burst this ghost to trigger its invulnerability so we can kill it next time, potentially. Okay, well, that was bad. That was a bad start, but it could have been worse. The slate and the ghost are now ready to die if I roll the assassinate. So I have that to look forward to. Great. And we can still try to roll this wand for the wizard. Nope. And the knight, could you roll a side? Thank you. Well, not your best side, but okay, fine. So what we can do now is we can kill the ghost and save the soldier. We can assassinate the slate and save the vampire. And we're gonna go sleepy and save the trapper. And I guess that's fine because now the Caw is alone, so the Caw can't hide. We just need 7 damage. The knight is asleep. Apparently all I have to do is save the vampire. I think this might be lethal because it's vulnerable too. The vulnerability increases with the damage, so this is gonna be 4 damage, pop, and then we just burst it. Okay, everybody survived that fight, and that's good enough for me. We have what? Ah, yes, trash. I do love trash. Trash is great. Okay, so we've got some synergy. The dancer likes getting buffed by the wizard's wand, because then this becomes a cantrip 4, and this becomes a cantrip 4 as well, and then you just roll dice a lot. There is a point to be made. The problem is there's just a lot of stuff in the game that dicks over the dancer. Basilisk, oops, you're petrified. Spiker, oops, you took 2 damage. Hexia, oops, you just die. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of the dancer, unless you get the thimble. But, well, what's our highest level item? I think it's a 6, right? Yeah, the thimble is 7. We could still get it. I mean, there are a lot of items at every tier, so it's not that likely I see the thimble. And this, of course, has pain on it, and I didn't get the eye patch to cancel red keywords. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. This becomes 4 damage to all enemies, but with pain attached. So that's kind of sad. But that is obviously potentially a really good combo. Prince is, you know, yay! But I'm covering up my blanks from my blanked out character, so it's maybe not the greatest. Okay, I'm gonna not take the prince because I really want to try to get a cleanse and I currently don't have a cleanse. So we're gonna take the dancer, much as it pains me. The trapper's not amazing at this fight. I guess actually the trapper is pretty good with these marks. Oh God, that's so good! Oh Jesus, I don't want it when you're fighting against like 2 huge enemies. I just hate to roll a random, get some garbage red, and then miss out on a chance to get a cleanse. That's what I'm worried about with the random. I could skip this one to not roll random and then try to just, you know, go to the end with like a tier 2. Like maybe I go to the end with the trapper. I mean, this is a pretty strong character. It's not like that big of a miss. I also want to get the agent. The agent's the one that has those two sides that do 1 damage four times each, and obviously that's really good with his wand as well. It's a game-winning combo. Cough, cough, as long as your final boss isn't Hexia. Cough, cough. Oh, God. Fine, I'm going to roll random. We got the Paladin. You know what? I'm not mad. I am not mad. That is fine. So now I have a cleanse. Granted, it's only one side, but whatever. And we got some damage and some healing. Okay. The question is, are there any items that are good for this guy? This I don't think is worth giving up a cleanse. I could do a swippity swap and do that. And then now I have, instead of 4 damage heavy, it's a 2 damage growth. I mean, that's an option. The other thing is, I actually could potentially give him... No, not that one. Oh my God, what was I just thinking of? This. I could give him this, and then if he's on death's door, he can do 8 damage, and that might save me in a fight. Okay, that's cool. So I did that, but now what? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess I could just replace 3 damage with a 2 damage growth, but there's a lot of times where I'm really hoping for 3 damage, and this reduces the odds of it happening, because the first time, it's only 2 damage. Okay. Sad as it is, I don't think any of these items are really that usable. I mean, I could put on a basilisk scale like that and give a 6 shield heal that I have to cleanse to get. It seems kind of stupid. We're just gonna leave it be and start the fight. All right, so I think the first target is the troll and then the spiker. All right, we got a good start here. This will let me womp the troll. That's guaranteed. We're fishing for the wand, and we're fishing for axes, actually. There's the axe. Perfect. Still fishing for the wand. Wizard has no blanks till the wand is used, so might as well. So we go whack. This thing is now tied with the spiker, so I can still hit it with the heavy weapon. Whack. Whack. And who's the troll hitting, or the spiker hitting? Everybody. Whack. I want to hit the soldier with the shield because the soldier's going to be whacking the spiker and taking 2 damage. Okay, so we do this again. We got the mark, we got that. I guess it's the same exact thing. We're fishing for the wand. There's the wand and damage on the paladin. All right, what happens if I do this? Can I just do that? So now this is vulnerable 5. Look at this. And then he dies. All right, reroll soldier? No, I like the soldier. Shut up, you. All right, sad I don't have my Sparky anymore for all these damn gnolls. Okay, we did not get the thimble. We got that, and we got this. Now, the rightmost side is a lot of blanks. Although I don't actually have anyone who's a blank, I could, except for this. But I could get a second, right, hero can use their die again. So, like, what would I want to do that with in this composition? Actually, it's not that. I'm going to roll a random 7. You know, it's a YOLO, but let's see if we can get the thimble. We didn't. We got triple pips of the rightmost side. That's actually great because I can put that, well, I can actually put that here and have this be a 3 damage, 3 mana. That's pretty good. But I'm actually going to put it here and have a 12 damage axe. That's pretty good. I am completely content with that. And if the paladin's dying, it's actually a 24 damage axe because that thing is Death Wish, which doubles the damage, whereas the brimstone increases the pips. Okay. So, top priority here is we need to kill this war chief to bring down all the gnolls. I think I actually, well, do I want to fish for the axe to kill the war chief with or take the shield? Well, you have no blanks, so if you fail to get the axe, at least you get a shield. All right, we're going to roll. There's the axe that kills the war chief, and I'm going to fish for the wand. And we got an assassinate. That's incredible. All right, so we're going to one-shot the war chief. Who's killing the wizard? You are with the most damage. Okay, you're dead. And this does nothing except give a mana, but we can damage a gnoll. Let's go ahead and damage one of the ones that's not going sleepy. Oh, let's actually kill one of them. Hold on. So that is the most damage, but you're going sleepy, and so I guess we kill that one. Actually, even after getting hit, the paladin still has more HP. Yeah, we're going to do that one because that one hurts the vampire. The vampire was the most damaged. Okay, so now that was great because we rolled our 2 best sides pretty much. This gnoll is asleep. We just need to focus on the other ones. They're not even landing killing blows. We have a lot of flexibility here. I don't even think this is necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway because it's fun. And then the paladin's gonna fish for damage because this actually kills a gnoll without even having to be the crazy one. So we kill that gnoll. We do this, I guess, and we inspire and kill another gnoll, and then we kill a 3rd gnoll. There were probably other ways of doing it, but it's good enough. Hey, there's the agent! Okie dokie. I know the barbarian's fun. We do have a replacement for the left side, but I mean, if you have this, and you don't take a quad use, then you're playing slice and dice wrong. I'll lose this game. I don't care. I will lose it even if I get Hexia. Fine. I just really, really want to make sure I don't miss out on that. Now, for the agent, I really hate this side. It's just so hard to use. You think, oh, well, this is not that big of a deal. You just stick it on the big guy when they're doing a big chump. But like in practice, it ends up being really hard to pull that off. So what I'm going to do is just take this for 2 damage. And then this actually can go on the soldier. It replaces 2 2s and a 3 with 2 3s and a 2. It doesn't really do very much, but it's, you know, it's something. This is, I mean, it replaces a blank, but it's not that incredible. But I mean, yeah, I guess it replaces a blank, and I have just like a trove of completely idiotic garbage items. So yes, we will do that. I want to point something out. Actually, there's a funny combo you can do. You can swap, and then you can put on this, and now you have 3 damage quad use and trash, and then you can hard roll for that. I don't think I need to be that desperate. I'd rather have 2 singles and just be fishing for this thing than to do the other thing I just had. Okay, so we do that, and I think this just has nowhere to really go at this point. I mean, for Tarantus, I guess that would be nice, because the Tarantus does big chomps. Okay, fine. We'll try to make this happen. We'll try to make it happen today, and then we're gonna ship it. Okay. All right, simple strategy here. We hard roll for the wand, and we hard roll for the quad use. There's that. And then for the paladin, we're hard rolling for the cleanse shield, so you're not weakened poison 3. And that's the only thing I have in my entire deck to deal with that is the weakened poison. Oh no, that's not true. We got cleanse to everybody with shields. Interesting. But I don't need to do that right now. I'd have to put the wand on this and then cleanse it. What happens if you roll an axe? Oh god, he has Death Wish axes. He's got a lot of consolation prizes. Fine, we're gonna do it. He rolled that. Well, great. So, what do? I think we're going to do this for the future. We are going to now one-shot a spider that's killing the paladin. The paladin's about to be weakened, which is super sad, but the soldier might be able to step up, give this guy a shield, or the wizard can give him a shield, and then we can cast heat. Problem is, not yet. 1 mana from the shield, 1 mana from the vampire guaranteed, and we can cast heat to get rid of that problematic cleanse situation. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to fish for a shield from the soldier. Yep. And I can now cleanse away with heat, which is actually really good. And then I can use this. If I roll an axe, does that really do much? Let's keep that. Can you not roll your 1 blank side a bunch of times in a row? Thanks. Okay. So the way it works is we shield. We have exactly 3 mana. We heat. That cleanses all the poison and stuff away. And then I guess I didn't really need that shield, but it'll heal you up. And then we can do whack, and whack, and whack, and whack. Sadly, I don't have any death immunity. So this agent is going to die from Tarantus' thingamading. But hopefully we can kill Tarantus this turn anyways. What are you doing? Yeah, I guess we'll keep that. What is this? 1 pip for each incoming damage, so it's just 6 from the wand boost. You could do 8 if you get one of these, but the problem is that you might roll garbage or blank, so we'll just keep it. And I'm going to fish for your 12 damage side. Why not? Oh, you got garbage. Okay, cool. So we do 6 damage. And I guess, do I let the agent die? No, because this Tarantus is summoning spiders, I actually don't want the agent to die yet. I would like the agent to roll his quad side and go kill, kill, and then die on Tarantus. And I think it's worth going for. Yep, there we go. Okay. This will save the wizard, but you know what else will save the wizard? Just killing Tarantus, which I think I can do if I roll damage. But you're just hell-bent on rolling cleanse today? Oh, just the shield without the cleanse. Oh, that's even better, thanks. Oh, that actually saves the wizard, okay. So we do that, and then the agent dies, and we do that, and we just barely get there. Okay, didn't need the paladin. +4 pips the left side on a gray hero. That is actually pretty good. It does mean I need to give up something, the Death Wish or the ×3. But worth considering. We have another place for the brimstone. if we want it. Bullseye, engage to middle column, so double damage against enemies with full HP. That's actually really good. I can move the heat over and then put that on the soldier and then have these be double damage against enemies with full HP. That's actually pretty good. Or the Iron Crown is good. This would make it a cleanse shield 8. I think that is more significant. It covers half the die. It's really likely to happen. And I'm fine with things the way they are. I could, again, move the Brimstone. This is just 1 HP. This is how bad my items are, is I'm using a 1 HP vest. But I could put it here and make this be a 3 damage, 3 mana. But this is 12 damage. It's a multiplier. It's just so big. Okay. So here we are trying to let the Fanatic kill themselves, trying to kill the Basilisk, and we're hard rolling for the wand. Oop, there that goes. This is 6 damage. That's amazing. That stops poison. Okay, let's see. So we do that because we always do that. We whack this for 6, and then we can kill it. There, that saves the wizard. The Basilisk has the Petrify, but I could do this, and then I can just whack it with Abandon and kill it and not get petrified. And then the Fanatic almost kills the wizard, but hey, it's horseshoes and hand grenades. We don't care about close. Obviously, I could have saved the wizard and done a little bit of a different move if I had needed to, but we didn't need to do that. So that's 4 damage, that's 5. We just need some, yeah, I might have not even needed any more damage, but there we go. 19 out of 27, strikes again. And we're on to fight 18. Okay, the Forsaken has Bind, which is good, but it's not Cleanse, but I have a Cleanse from the Paladin, and to be fair, I do have Cleanse from my MVP Heat spell, so there is some merit to taking this. The Bash is... these are not the greatest to have Engage on, because they're heavy, so it's limited who you can target with them. I don't have the Glyph of Purity making that be Cleansed, tragically. Also, my red character is currently my Blanco, and I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. So I'm really just looking at the spell, and I'd rather have like the Shaman's Heal Cleanse spell. It's really the best one, or the Surgeon's Revive. This is kind of proactive, which can make it harder to use. Although this actually would be really good against Hexia. I could tap it on the agent and then wail. Oh my god, maybe I should just do that. Yeah, I think that's what I gotta do. All right, so we have to put Amnesia on and then mana. Whoop, and off we go. Okay, so actually it would be great here too because the Chomp does damage when getting hurt. Hey, look at that, 12 damage. That's killing the demon in 1 hit. Seems good to me. Well, oh, it got quad use! Of all the abilities in the game, it actually rolled quad use. That's incredible. All right, we're still gonna hard roll for the wand. Do I reroll trying to get one of the 3s? Yes, because I have 3 3s. I think I am gonna roll. This is guaranteed. And we're just rolling for one of the 3s. There's a 3. And we're still rolling for the wand, because that would be even funnier. Nah, it didn't happen. Okay, so one-shot the demon. Blip. Pretty good Brimstone. Pretty good. And we quad use. So I think what I'm going to do here is throw one of them here. And then... hold on. Oh, we have Inspire. Inspire gives me all 4 uses of this. Doesn't it? Okay, can I just do like this? What if I did this? And then I Inspire. And then I go 1, 2, hold on. We go like this. That, and then 1, and then like 2, 3, 4, and then an extra man lets me burst that. Hey, pretty nifty. But it rolled random ability quad use on the 3 damage thing. All right, we got Charged Hammer. You know me, I do love the Charged Hammer. Is there a good place to put it? Well, that's pretty good, and that's, well, that's not doing that much, but I could replace that with the Charged Hammer. That's pretty good. Emerald Mirror, 6 to 8. Oh, great. I love getting that item and then looking at every single one of my items to see if it's worth putting on. Okay, so what are my 6 and 8? I have the 8, which is the Engage middle side. That is not great already for anyone else but the soldier. Like this, kinda, a little bit, but these are just against your heroes. And a heal engage is kind of weird because for the heal to happen, the hero has to be damaged and they're not at full HP. Okay, we also have 7, so another times 3. That would be good on the wizard. So I could give these engage. This engage does nothing. This would give, admittedly, 2 mana instead of 1 on a full HP hero. And then what's my 7? Oh, that's my 7. What's my 6? That's 8. Oh, my 6 is the Twisted Flax. Oh, okay. So these would actually, I would lose my cantrip mana. I would get these becoming 2 shield, 2 mana, double against heroes with full HP. So 4 mana. Yeah, that's fun and all, but Charged Hammer. Okay, I'm glad we took the time to do that. In fact, I'm thinking of putting it on my agent because that side just sort of sucks. And now we have a 10 damage consolation prize in case we don't roll what we're almost always going for. All right, so the quad use is great against the Hydra even without the Wizard's Wand. That pretty much kills the Hydra, so we're definitely searching for that. What are you? Wither. Nifty, but irrelevant. Oh, I'm rolling for my wand. That's guaranteed. So Charged Hammer or Wand. There's the Charged Hammer or quad use. This is just 4 damage, and it's basically 4 damage to a Caw, which is, that's fine. And then we're gonna roll for the wand. Didn't happen. Okay, so what we do here is we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We burst to kill it off. We then, it doesn't quite kill it. And then the soldier's dying because the paladin has a stupid axe instead of a shield. Okay. Well, what that means then is we hit the Hydra with the axe. Then we hit one of these Caws, and we kind of just brute force save the soldier. Would have had to think about that one if the agent was dying. Luckily, the agent is not. And now this should be easy. Charged Hammer womps this one. There we go. There we go. We're done. 12 damage. It's really good when you have a side that does 12 damage, turns out. Hexia? It's not Hexia! Woo! He did it again, boys! He rolled a boss that's not Hexia. Okay, I love the inevitable. This should be fine. So the question is, do I want the eccentric or the leader to replace the soldier? So let's see here. The flax is actually kind of funny because the flax would make this up to 5, which one-shots a wisp, and then the others are blank, so it does nothing. And then, well, this also kind of does nothing, though, because it only applies to this. So we would have an 8 damage, or 5 damage, double damage thing, which is sort of stupid. Okay, the leader, actually, yeah, it's just the leader. That's it. Yep, that's an easy one. There's not really much to think about here. The leader, obviously, because this lets me reuse this and you get all 4 uses out of it. In fact, that's probably why I should have taken the right side, replaced with a thingy. But actually, I'm not mad I got the brimstone. So, but whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, now we, I guess, put this on so that these almost kill a wisp. And with quad use that's unbuffed, if I don't get the wand, which is possible, I might just never roll at this fight, this plus this kills a wisp. And then this is actually really good. Yeah, I'm just embarrassed I thought about that for any longer than 0 seconds. Okay, we're gonna put the bullseye here because these can now one-shot the wisp. And is there any other item that's, I'm full up on items, is there any other item that's better than the items I have? Maybe, hold on, do you have abilities? No, you don't have any abilities. Okay, that's just part of your HP. All right, we're gonna go for it. You know what, watch me lose, but I am really optimistic that this is gonna be a win. We just kill all these wisps off, and then we call it a day. What is this? Target must have exactly 3 HP. Oh, okay, you can eat a dick, thanks. Do I want this? No, I'd rather get the damage just to kill the wisps with, and if I end up whiffing with the shifter, I'm gonna be annoyed that I got that. So we're gonna keep the guaranteed, fish for the wand. Paladin, do I want your, yeah, I wanna get your cleanse actually, because we're going to sleepy. This hits the inevitable for 12. I think that's fine. And this almost kills a wisp, and we'll still fish for the wand. Didn't happen, that's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is focus on killing the wisp that is summoning bones. I really wish that I had a sword. Okay. So I want to cleanse the leader because the leader has pain coming in, but the gray, red, and blue have exert coming in. That's annoying. All right, that gets rid of 3 of the invulnerability HPs. I know I got the heat here to stop the exert. Maybe I let the leader have pain, because like I could stop exert on the wizard. I really don't want the wizard to be exerted. The Forsaken I don't care about as much as just a mana. And the Paladin, the Paladin's annoying to be exerted. But I could do like this and, you know, try to heat next time. Or I can heat right now and stop it from getting exerted. That means the Wisp summons the Bones. All right, fine. We're going to let the Bones happen. So the Forsaken's going to go sleepy. The leader is in pain. Maybe I shouldn't let all these Wisps happen. Okay, well, it is what it is. Now, the Agent and Wizard are about to get taken out of commission. The Wizard has no dodging. So we're hard fishing for the Cleanse on the Paladin, and we're also fishing for that Wand. This is guaranteed, so let's take that out of contention here. Oh, we got the 12 damage axe. Oh, God. Okay, so let's see here. This does 2 damage to enemies at full HP, and that means I can like go around and just damage everything a lot. I don't know if this is smart, by the way, but then I can go back and just like finish off that Bones to kill that Wisp. This is obviously happening. Okay, and then I don't know how many uses I have left. Okay, we're gonna get a mana here. And I could inspire the Agent and basically shovel another 4 damage around, but I might as well just burst twice then, right? Yeah, let's kill this to stop the summon. So now the Agent and the Wizard are out of commission. But I'm gonna go for it. So my hope here is that the Paladin just kills the Inevitable. This is only 6 damage. I mean, I might just get like the axe again and kill him. So yeah, the Paladin and the Inevitable and the leader, by their powers combined, might be able to kill this guy. Oh, it's a little awkward actually, because 4 damage triggers this. So what I have to do is burst and then do that. And now, unfortunately, the Wizard dies. You know what? Maybe there was a way to stop that, but I'm just going to ship it. I really think this is fine. It's just a couple of Wisps and a Bones, right? I mean, how bad can this be, he said, before losing the game. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Agent's in pain. Oh, I can't. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, well, the Paladin's not in pain. This will kill the Wisp. And then I can do it again to kill the Bones. And then, okay, we're good, because I don't know, I might have lost that one if I hadn't rolled so good. Whoopsie, if I hadn't rolled so well. But I did roll well, and the Agent was going to finish off that Wisp. Okay, it was a little hairier than I would have liked, but, you know, I didn't get my wand, and the guy rolled good, but we got our charged hammer off and the triple axe, and I think those are also reasonable consolation prizes. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. That was our win with Amnesia.